Coming up on Double Take Sports Talk, we will update you with headlines and news, matchups to start off the week in the NBA. That is next. All right, this is it. Double Take Sports Talk with the Watch Brothers. Thank you for tuning in. Darrell, on the opposite side, say hello to Darrell to everybody.
Hello, welcome to the show. We're here.
We're here. All right, man. You doing good, man? How you feeling?
Doing good, man.
Okay, man. We got some things that we need to cover here this week in the NBA. Man, you ready to rock this one?
Let's do it.
All right, man. Let's do it.
All right. Final scores and stats for the previous games. Darren, it's your floor.
Okay. There were a total of two nights worth of games. We will start with the final scores and key stats for Sunday, March 26, 2017. It was a total of 10 games. We will start with the Phoenix Suns and the Charlotte Hornets. The Hornets wins this game 120-106. Kemba Walker, 31 points, 9 assists. The Brooklyn Nets, Atlanta Hawks. Nets wins this game 107-92. Hawks lose their 7th straight game. Sacramento Kings, Los Angeles Clippers. Kings wins this game in a close one, 98-97. Kings rally from 18 down with 7 minutes and 58 seconds left in the game. Chicago Bulls, Milwaukee Bucks. The Bulls wins this game 109-94. Jimmy Butler, 20 points, career high, 14 assists. Excuse me. The Oklahoma City Thunder, Houston Rockets. Rockets wins this game 137-125. The Rockets shoot 63% with 23s and 32 assists. The Philadelphia 76ers and Indiana Pacers. The Pacers wins this game 107-94. The Pacers led by as many as 25 points in the second half. Of course, we will talk more about this game in just a moment. The Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics. Boston wins this game 112-108. Celtics win 14 in the past 15 games at TD Garden. The New Orleans Pelicans, Denver Nuggets. Pelicans wins this game 115-90. Anthony Davis, 31 points, 15 rebounds. In the last game of the night, the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the visiting Portland Trail Blazers. The Blazers wins this game 97-81. The Blazers moving to 8th with a tie in the West. Well, tiebreaker for 8th place in the West. And now we'll go to last night's game, Monday, March 27th, 2017. There was a total of 6 games. We will start with the Orlando Magic and the Toronto Raptors. The Raptors wins this game 131-112. DeMar DeRozan scored 36 points, and the Raptors win their 6th straight game. The Detroit Pistons and the New York Knicks. The Knicks wins this game 109-95. The Cleveland Cavaliers and the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs wins this game 103-74. Kawhi Leonard, 25 points. The Oklahoma City Thunder, the Dallas Mavericks. OKC wins this game in a close one, 92-91. Thunder ends the game on a 14-0 run. The Memphis Grizzlies and the Sacramento Kings. The Kings wins this game 91-90. In the last game of the night, the New Orleans Pelicans visited the Jazz in Utah. Jazz wins this game 108-100. Rudy Gobert, 20 points, 19 rebounds. These are your final scores and key stats for March 26th and the 27th of 2017.
We're going to take a look at the Pacers and the Philadelphia 76ers analysis from that game. Of course, me and Darren had predicted that the Pacers were going to win this game, and it did just that, and they got the job done. So now we're going to take a brief look at what the Pacers did to win this game. Darren, it's your floor, man.
Okay, taking a look at this, what they did to win the other night against the Philadelphia 76ers. Well, first off, I'm just going to be blatantly honest, and there's no other way to explain this. The Pacers just played a weaker team.
Yeah. That's all you can say.
They didn't have the weapons that Philadelphia had. Philadelphia was really on the roll in the month of January. And when everybody started getting injured, is when Philadelphia started to fall apart. I think it was just because they had played a weaker team, and there was really no big significance behind the reason why that they won. It was just that Philadelphia was just a weaker team and didn't have the tools that they needed to win. But other than that, from a statistical standpoint, looking at it, Philadelphia didn't shoot too good from the three-point line, 34%. They committed more turnovers, and like I said, in order for the Pacers to win, is they had to cut down on their turnovers, which they did. Believe it or not, it was 11, although it was less than Philadelphia's, but they did just only commit 11 turnovers. So that's a excuse me, that is a good start for the Pacers. Philadelphia didn't grab enough rebounds off misses, which was another hurtful situation for Philadelphia. There you go. Philadelphia with 54 total rebounds, and the Pacers had 59 total rebounds in the game. Like I said, other than that, the Pacers really just beat Philadelphia because they were the weaker team. Philadelphia was just dead out the weaker team. Even though that Philadelphia had more fast break points, more points off of turnovers, if anything, right there. Pacers just play the weaker team.
Well, there's one thing I do want to mention about that. I do have a problem with the Pacers win at all costs, even though, yes, they did win. Yes, they closed the game out. But as you noted in the final scores and stats there was one thing that got my attention. The Pacers had led as many as 25 points in the second half. And they only won by 13. That's almost half of the points that Philadelphia scored, and that's why they almost won that fourth quarter.
Yep.
If you're going to actually close this game out, you got to dominate it. You got to dominate these closeouts. Yes, like I said, yes, they won the game. Yes, they closed it out. But if you led as many as 25 points in the second half, but then they only win it by 13, to me, it doesn't pose a problem, but I'll be worried about it.
I would be more worried about it if it was 5 points or less. That is when I would be concerned. But considering that it was just 14 points, I wouldn't be too concerned about that. I think if anything, like I said, Philadelphia is one of, like I said, right now it's a weaker team because of their injuries. My biggest concern with it, if Philadelphia did come back and cut it down to closest as 5 points, then that would be a problem, because then that means that they was not playing to their ability at that point. They weren't playing to their ability. I would be concerned about that when it comes down to 5 points or less. I would anyway.
Well, yeah, that's
especially when Philadelphia ain't got no players.
Well, Philadelphia do have the players, but of course they're hurt.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That still poses a problem. If your players are hurt, but you still cut that lead, that's almost half the points that they'd have scored. That's still, to me, that is a significant issue. That is still something I would be worried about. And then you got a team like Minnesota coming up tonight. They're not the weakest team on the planet either. They're not the weakest team on the planet. And then Philadelphia, you just proved right there that y'all only lost by 13, but then y'all had a 25-point second half lead. Y'all pretty much dominated that game. What's going to happen tonight if y'all dominated the same way against Minnesota? You got a passing machine. You got a playmaker you're playing with tonight. This is going to pose a problem. This is what I'm concerned about. This is what I'll be concerned about. Because it may not become so easy for them at this point tonight against Minnesota.
I don't find it a problem against Philadelphia, but I do find it a problem against those stronger teams, considering Minnesota.
The stronger teams, they can't close them out anyway. So, and if they do, they close them out by a couple of points or 1 point or whatever. like I said, San Antonio, they gave them a run for their money, but one game they closed it out, another game they didn't. But these weaker teams, if you're just actually going to do that, then that poses me to be concerned. That's just me.
Interesting.
I mean, that's just me. Yeah, that's just me. But in the meantime, we could switch gears now as we stay on the Pacers. We're going to go ahead and take a look at tonight's game. Preview analysis predictions. We got the Pacers and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Of course, you can watch this game on Fox Sports Indiana and on Fox Sports North Plus for Minnesota. They have they also have a radio station for you here. Of course, FM 93.5 and also 1070 The Fan. So keep that in mind. As of Thursday, fans are also to be heard on the radio broadcast on 107.5 FM for the remaining of all the Pacer games this season as of Thursday. That's all I got there. Of course, it is a 7 o'clock tip-off, and that's going to be downtown Indianapolis at Baker's Light Fieldhouse. All right. Eastern Conference is pretty much in a traffic jam at this point. Of course, I think the Pacers still got the 7th seed. Is that right?
Excuse me.
I think the Pacers still got the 7th seed still.
Yes, right now, yes, that I know of. They still got the 7th seed.
Yeah. So this is going to be very
I'm double checking that. I am double checking that though.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's going to be very interesting as the regular season comes.
Yes,
forward.
They do. They got the 7th seed. The Pacers, in order for them to drop down to 8th, the Heat will have to win. Pacers will have to lose.
And the Heat lost the other night too, so
yeah,
that really makes the situation more jacked up. And
now,
lost to the Celtics. So.
Now here's the other kicker. I'm sorry to do this. I didn't get to look. Did you happen to see? God, excuse me. Did you happen to see if Milwaukee is playing tonight? I didn't get to pay attention to that part.
No, I did not. I can take a quick look. I can take a quick look at it.
I was going to look at it because this was the complication of it all. This is going to be a very interesting matchup.
Yep, they play tonight
against the Hornets. Good gracious. Okay, here's the scenario on that. Whoever wins the game tonight between the Pacers and the Minnesota Timberwolves, and then whoever wins Charlotte and Milwaukee. If the Pacers win and Milwaukee wins, Pacers will still remain in the 7th seed that I know of. But if Milwaukee loses and the Pacers win, the Pacers might get their 6th seed back.
Wow.
They might just get their 10th seed back. I'm 10, 6. Excuse me, 6.
Well, you might as well never mind.
Because they're both 37 and 36.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought that out there.
Very well. Last meeting between these two teams was on January 26, 2017. This was the night that Paul George was officially named the 2016-2017 All-Star team. And he has scored 32 points at the Target Center in the 109-103 win. Miles Turner, he had 23 points, so 10 for 14 shooting. Played a big role in that game at the Target Center. Good Jesus. Karl Anthony Towns led Minnesota with 33 points and 10 rebounds, a double-double for him. He went 13 for 23 from the field, and he was 4 for 6 from the three-point line. One X factor, Zach LaVine added 23 points and 5 assists in that loss also. A couple things to note. The Pacers lead the all-time series between the two teams, 35-18, with a 21-5 edge in Indiana. the Pacers has also won 3 straight games against the Timberwolves. Timberwolves guard Brandon Rush was drafted by the Pacers in 2008 and played 3 seasons in Indiana. Big key injury reports to report here. Glenn Robinson III, he is out with a sore left calf. Well, don't feel bad. I got a sore right calf too. Al Jefferson.
I have no comment on that one. I have no comment on that one.
Al Jefferson, he is out with a sprained left ankle. And in the way that he looked like he was really looked like that thing was broke. But good news is that it's the sprained left ankle. He's going to be out of action for quite some time. Let's see. Rodney Stuckey, he is questionable with a sore left knee. I don't think he's going to play tonight either, which did pretty much affect the rotation and the starting lineup, which we'll get to that here in a second.
Well, I highlighted it for you to kind of help you out. Right there.
Okay, yep, they're out. They're both out. Okay, good. Good. Yep, they're out. So, there you go. What's the point I say put Glenn Robinson III? Oh, that's just the – okay.
These are just I guess what they know for sure, I would assume.
Mm-hmm. Well, apparently on the screen it says the Timberwolves have no injured players to report, but these probably are old injury reports that I'm looking at. For the Timberwolves, Nemanja Jellica, he is out with a broken bone in the left foot. Zach Levine, which played a big role in that game, last game against the Pacers, he is out with a torn ACL. And Nikola Pekovic, he is out with a recurring right ankle sprain.
Mm-hmm. That's what's hurting them right there. Every single one of those players played a key factor, and that's what hurt them. That was the reason why their defense started to get built up at one point.
Sure did. Projected starters for tonight's game. For the Timberwolves, you got Ricky Rubio and Brandon Rush as your 1 and 2.
The biggest playmaker of them all. Golly.
That's what I'm saying. He's the biggest playmaker of them all. This is going to be a tough game for the Timberwolves. I mean, not for the Timberwolves, for the Pacers. I don't care what anybody said.
Oh, yeah.
Andrew Wiggins is your 3. Gorgie Dang and Karl Anthony Towns is your 4 and 5. For the Pacers, Jeff Teague and Monte Ellis is your 1 and 2. Paul George is your 3. Thaddeus Young and Miles Turner is your 4 and 5. Okay. Yeah, that's all I have. Darren, we'll go ahead and take a look at some analysis for this game real quick.
Here we go. Just pretty simple and basic. Just as an FYI, Pacers won one game as a streak. Minnesota lost 6 in a row. 3-7 in their last 10 games for Minnesota, and 5-5 for the Pacers in their last 10 games. Minnesota, this is the key for Minnesota right here. Assists. If Minnesota wants to win, Ricky Rubio and Karl Anthony Towns must be in sync if Minnesota wants to win this game tonight. If the Pacers,
I would utilize the pick and pop because I don't think the Pacers are any good with that either. That's just me.
okay,
For them to be one of the top ranked defense, after the All-Star break.
okay,
Utilize that, and I think that'll be their weakness.
Mhm.
Pick and pop.
okay, pick and pop could be a solution. Absolutely. If the Pacers want to win this game tonight, or if they want to lose it, utilize the pick and pop from Minnesota if they want to lose this game tonight. But if the Pacers want to win this game tonight, here's the key. Keep them off the offensive boards. Keep Minnesota off the offensive boards, period. You cannot give them second chance points. And the other key, play as a team. Be in sync.
Word.
That's all there is to it.
I mean, they're both pretty much averaging the same points per game, so
Yes.
it's not going to really matter up to this point.
Nope.
It's just that Minnesota just got a little bit of an edge over the Pacers, so scoring wouldn't be too much of a factor here. Paul George is really going to have to put on a game, and Miles Turner's going to have to put on a big game too.
Monte Ellis going to have to too.
Well, Monte Ellis, he could be a playmaker. He's not a big scorer. in my personal opinion.
Well, he's still going to have to but he's going to have to be able to distribute that ball as good as Jeff T can.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he needs to distribute the ball more better. He's not a
Monte Ellis can score now.
Well, he's inconsistent. I put it like that. He's inconsistent in shooting.
Okay, he might be inconsistent, but he can still score.
Yeah, I agree. But he do have wildly inconsistent shooting.
Yeah, but when he has that inconsistent shooting, the way to fix that is to be able to get on a roll on the offensive end. If he could start dishing out, making plays, he could probably score more better than he can if he's not making a contributing factor on the behalf of trying to get everything together. So
playmaking is a big role.
So when you look at that and you think about it, they average pretty much points against teams 105. But Minnesota has the edge. So their defense averages over 100 points against opponents, and the same with the Pacers. So, and then they pretty much just fairly even out all the way around. Field goal percentages, rebounds, they pretty much fairly even out. Assists, blocks, steals, they pretty much even out all the way around. So if they want to win this game tonight, it's going to be just about the Pacers playing their game, and it's going to be about them being able to consistently score and minimizing their turnovers. They need to get Ricky Rubio to make mistakes tonight. That's what they really need to do.
Definitely. Yes, they need to get him off scene. They need to put him in a whole different style, shooting wise.
Yep.
He can shoot the ball, but if he actually do not use a playmaking role, he can shoot that ball. So they need to be careful.
Yeah.
They need to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
All right. After looking at this, dear, who do you got in this game tonight?
The Pacers.
Word. I'm going with the Pacers too. I was going for Minnesota, but then I had to think about it. And looking at the stats really gave me a different perspective about how the Pacers can play tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the Pacers can get the job done. It's not going to be an easy game. Two, this is going to be a close game.
Oh yeah,
this is going to be a very tight game.
So the main
this is going to go down to the wire.
And this is your main key of it all. They have to close this game out. Yep, they have to close it out.
They have to close the game out.
Yep.
All right, there were your predictions, analysis, and the preview for tonight's game. Pacers versus Timberwolves. 7 o'clock tip-off at Baker's Light Fieldhouse. All right. Let's go ahead and shift gears real quick. Let's take a look at what's going on in the sports world from NBA, NFL, and MLB. Darren, I am still having a hard time with MLB, but I do got a tab up, so be my backup for me.
Yep.
All right. Let's take a look at the NBA news just real quickly. How am I going to share this? And I really don't care. But I'm going to do it anyway. LeBron takes the elbow to the back. He exits the game in the third quarter. I don't think he returned. Moving on. Adam Silver he says that the NBA is very focused on having a female coach. This comes as a very interesting point when what's her name? Becky Hammond had turned down a job offer. Where was that at? In
don't remember.
I forgot where it was at. She turned it down for whatever reason it was. And so they're very focused on having female coaches now. So
I'm looking at. I'm gonna find it real quick. I don't know if they put it in the news, but I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Okay, we'll get back to that in a second. While you look that up, Paul Millsap, he is to miss the next 3 games with a knee injury. DeMar DeRozan and James Harden has been named Players of the Week. Very interesting from pros. So, very interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations to them, too, on winning Players of the Week for the respective. Oh, DeMar DeRozan, of course, anybody knows. Eastern Conference. James Harden is Western Conference. And lastly, but not least, this has been in the news for quite some time. This is a pretty big headline. The agreement puts Jeannie Buss in control of the Lakers. This has been in the news a lot because of the battles between herself and her brothers to be minority or majority owner of the Lakers. So, and now that Jeannie got the control, this could be a whole different aspect. The Lakers is going to stay in California because if it went into the hands of the brothers, I believe they probably would have sold them and sent them somewhere else. So I guess that's pretty much good news for California teams, especially if they have 50 million of them in different cities and states. So.
You know, there's more drama in Los Angeles than it is with the players on the court.
Yeah. Front office, if anything.
I'm like, come on. I mean, let's just really think about this for a minute. Why would y'all do this to yourselves? Why would y'all do this? Why would y'all create all this drama? Why would y'all do this? I cannot figure that out for the life of me. I cannot figure. Which is why, if I own the NBA team,
mm-hmm.
the only people that's going to stand behind me on that is going to be you, and that's it. I'm not about to have all this extra noise in the background. I mean, the code would probably be a great insight to it, and I definitely would not mind her being on as a part of the organization to help me and you. But, you know, anything beyond past that is not an encouragement and a listener and all of us trying to work as a team, beat it.
Yeah.
I'm in no mood for it. Just saying.
Word. That is it, man. You took it right. You took it right on the numbers there. Before I move to the NFL,
I'm glad you didn't.
Okay.
Becky Hammon turned down Florida.
That's what it was. Okay, Florida. Was it the college team, Florida? Right?
Yes.
Was it basketball? Okay.
Nope. Yeah, it was basketball. Yes, of course.
I was gonna say,
they ain't gonna give it no football job.
I know. What are we thinking?
It wasn't me. It was you.
What the hell was I thinking? You know,
you got that. Man. You have now officially on the Will Walker. You lost your damn mind moment.
No, I ain't.
Yeah, you are.
No, I ain't.
Submit that. Man.
Nuh-uh. If the only way I'll be on that is gameplay from 2K. It's been numerous of that stuff. So.
We all had our moments on
right?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
That would be the only time I'll be on Will Walker's have you lost your damn mind moment.
Yeah.
But anyway, before we move on to the NFL real quick there, I want to touch up on something with you all real quickly. The NBA season is coming to an end here, and
really?
Like what? That's not what I was getting at.
Oh, okay.
What I was. Oh God. Anyway, now that we got maybe 3 or 4 weeks left in the regular season, maybe less.
Really?
Do you believe? I can't win.
No, you can't.
I can't win.
Nope. You sure can't?
Do you believe at this point that the Pacers could still make the playoffs with the push and edges that they had up to this point?
Yeah, it depends on who they're playing.
No, do you believe that the Pacers can make the playoffs?
If I say, I don't know. It depends on who they're playing these next couple weeks.
I'm sorry. I don't think they can.
I think they got a shot. But like I said, it just depends on who they're playing. I'm about to see who they have left, see who else they got to play. Of course, tonight is Minnesota. And then the following – nope. Wait. Hang on. I prejudged. Sorry, I prejudged. Let's see. Well, nope. Absolutely not. I agree with you, Darrell. I just looked at the next two teams right after Minnesota. There's no way in the world they're going to make it.
Okay, yep. They can.
Wait. Nope. Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Well, they're going to have to – well, the thing is for me is that they're going to have some help in order for them to actually keep the playoff spot.
Have you looked at these last few games? They don't stand a chance. They'll stand a
Well,
chance.
I know that. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the only way that the Pacers could be able to make the playoffs. They could keep the playoff spot is that if they have help from other teams, like if Miami loses or Milwaukee loses. If one of those teams loses, they can still maintain that spot.
Thought you was.
But if they win, nah. If they win, nah.
Because I was ready to say, I thought, what kind of help are you expecting? Are you expecting Larry Bird to step down and get on the court and play with him?
Well, that's probably one way for them to win. But
well, that's very
true. I ain't talking about that.
Because even after they play Minnesota, they play Memphis. No chance.
Oh man.
After they play Memphis, Toronto, they stand no chance. After they play Toronto, where'd it go? Cleveland, they stand no chance. After Cleveland, Toronto again, they stand no chance. After Toronto, Milwaukee, stand no chance. Matter of fact, they're going to be the reason why they get eliminated for the playoffs. Right. And then after them, the Magic.
Maybe. But I don't know. It'll probably be too late by then.
Yeah, exactly. It'll probably be too late by then. And then after the Magic, the 76ers, they have a chance. But, again, it will probably be too late then. And then after the 76ers will be – let's see what we got here. Atlanta, they stand no chance.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the season right there for them.
And see, and that's my thing. If, the Pacers going to need some significant help, they want to keep that playoff spot.
Well –
they have shown that they can win against tough teams. They have shown that. Yes, I give it that. But now you're looking at this. This is a whole new ball game now. Everybody is on sync. Everybody's communicating. Miami's playing well. Well, they haven't played well lately, but they have done well enough to get a playoff spot up to this point where they was not even in the playoff picture.
Nope.
And then you have Milwaukee. They're playing good ball. Philadelphia, even though they're on the inside looking out and nowhere near a playoff spot, they're still playing potentially dangerous to teams that is
in the playoffs. Right.
And then you have one more team, Atlanta. You have Atlanta. They're not playing well, but they can actually
pose a threat to those teams that are in the playoff.
Right. But I just wanted to get your take on that.
You have it.
Yeah, and there it was. Okay. Let's shift gears real quick and go take a look at the NFL. 30 days. The countdown to the NFL draft.
Congratulations.
30 days, 9 hours, 18 minutes, 10 seconds. Of course, big news here, big headline. NFL owners approve the Raiders' relocation to Las Vegas. And Darrell, I know you wanted to know about that one team loss, and coming to find out, it was the Miami Dolphins. They did not approve of that.
Why? They put out an article, and I want to know why. I'm going to look into it because I want to know why.
Yeah,
they said there was a reason behind that, and I wanted to know their reason, so I'm going to look at that.
Me too. I want to know their reason too.
I'll let you know in a second.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oh, and about that Raiders, that may not happen until probably next season, not this one coming. They say they probably want to play a couple more years in Oakland and then go from there. Let me see. Dallas Cowboys are still working through a decision on Tony Romo. So, of course, swipe out him being released and swipe him being on the market for being traded. But right now, they are still working on a decision to see what they're going to do about him, which I think is really a no-brainer. I don't know any other idea that y'all have in mind, or unless he decides that he still wants to back up Dakota Prescott, which is a big no-no because he wants to play. So I just believe personally, if y'all going to do that, then this should be a no-brainer. This really should be a no-brainer.
Wait, what's a no-brainer? I'm not even paying attention.
Get rid of him. Yeah, I see.
Oh, get rid of Tony Romo?
Yeah, get rid of him.
At this point in his career, I don't think so. I think they should keep him so he could back up Dakota Prescott because he's shown that he's still good as a
He
backup
don't
quarterback.
want to.
Well,
he wants to play.
He'll get over it if he wants to play because no other team
agree.
gonna pick him up. There's no other team.
I
Who gonna pick him
agree.
up? Who gonna pick him up?
He's injured play, so nobody's gonna want to pick him up. I understand. I agree with that.
So Tony Romo
But in
got to
my
suck
opinion,
it up
he
and
needs to-
stop whining.
He just needs to go. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
I don't think so.
If he
I
ain't
think
gonna
can
want to
stop-
mentor, I don't think he wants to mentor anybody. I just don't think so.
He's not
If he don't want
mentoring
to mentor, if he
anybody.
want to be, huh?
He's not mentoring anybody. He's not
If he
mentoring
stays
anybody.
with the Cowboys, then obviously he's going to be probably, mentoring Dakota Prescott. He ain't gonna want to do that.
Yeah, he could probably mentor him on how to stay injury free. Absolutely. Yeah, he needs that mentor.
I think Dakota Prescott's doing a very good job of keeping himself out of the injured list. So I don't think he needs to take any advice from Tony Romo right now. Because
You just blew right past. I didn't say anything about Dakota Prescott. I said Tony Romo needs the mentor of learning how to stay away from injuries. That's why Tony Romo, he needs to be mentored on that behalf.
Well, there's a lot of things he needs to stay away from, but I'm not going to get into all that. Let's see. Yeah, they just got so much on this. Of course, I don't care about this either, but I'm going to throw it out there. Tom Brady's willing to play 6 or 7 more years. That was according to Robert Kraft. That's what they told him in the conversation. Whatever. Moving on to baseball. There's something on here that caught my attention. I just wanted to throw this out there real quick. Sunday's game between the Cubs and the Reds. Darren, I know you've seen this.
No, I didn't.
Now, normally I don't say things about this because it's just spring training. It's just a preseason. But the one thing I'm trying to figure out is how did the Reds allow the Cubs 22 runs in a spring training game?
I believe I asked a cylinder question. I asked a cylinder question about the Cubs losing a game, and you just said it was spring training. Let it just be just that. It's spring training.
I get that. And I think I remember saying that.
Yes, because you got on me about trying to figure out how the Cubs let a certain team win after coming back and winning. You just said it was spring training. This is the same situation. It's spring training. That's all there is to it. Spring training.
Folks, don't get your hopes high on this. I'm just saying because this right here, this 8 runs in the 6th inning. 6 runs in the 1st inning. 3 runs in the 4th. 3 in the 7th, and 2 in the 8th.
Oops. It's just spring training. That's all.
On 3 errors.
Yeah, spring training.
All right, what the games?
We have today's games. We had the Cardinals and the Mets at 1:10, and then we have the Giants and the Cubs at 4:05 first pitch. Today is Tuesday, right?
I believe so, yes.
Today is the 28th, right?
I believe so, yes. Hang on.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Sure.
Here it is. Yep. Okay. It's Cardinals and Mets, 1:10. Giants, Cubs, 4:05. Cubs are 11-16 in the spring training. Giants are 15-16. Mets are 15-17, and the Cardinals are 19-8. My God. Okay, this is how I know that y'all season gonna start off bad. Sorry. Go ahead.
For the Cardinals?
Yes.
What, based off the winning percentage?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think the Cardinals and the Cubs are going to be the contenders of being the Central champs.
I think the Cardinals are going to be at the bottom of that list.
See, I would if I considered Pittsburgh, but I don't even consider them.
No, I consider Pittsburgh better than I do the Cardinals.
Nah, I got the Cardinals. I got the Cardinals and the Cubs. I don't know what's going on with Pittsburgh lately. They just have not been playing good baseball, especially last season. They just went down the drain. And St. Louis and the Cubs were the top two, but it was a big old wide gap. But yeah, give me your headlines from the sports world. All right, Darren, final thoughts? You got anything?
Yep, just real quick. Just going to be very brief with this. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the previous podcast, we put in gameplay for NBA 2K17. This is, of course, the Watch Brothers at their finest, playing the sticks with their good buddy, Big James. And hopefully in the future, we should have another good buddy of ours, Darrell, and our future brother-in-law, Colin, to be able to come on and play with us at some point in time. We are now putting it at the end of our podcast instead of at the break of the podcast. And because of the language of this gameplay, it is recommended that it would be viewed by mature audiences only. We hope you enjoy our gameplay.
Word. So keep that in mind. I have absolutely nothing for that.
Congratulations. So proud of you.
All right. So, yeah, hopefully everybody enjoys gameplay.
Word. Yeah.
All right. If nothing else, we could go ahead and get on out of here and wrap this up.
Yep.
All right. That wraps up another edition of Double Take Sports Talk. If you like what you see, you get a video a thumbs up. How you feel about today's show, you can just comment in the comment section below. As usual, we are here. But until then, I'm Darrell. Darren's on the opposite side.
Kapow!
All right. Catch up with us on another episode of Double Take Sports Talk. Until then, ciao.
Ciao.
Double Take Sports Talk here with me, Darrell Watts. As many of you know, me and Darren enjoy talking sports and giving out stats, but we also enjoy entertaining while doing it. So with that being said, you can check us out on the social media side and get more involved in our podcast. We're on Twitter at DTST2414, or you like us on Facebook, Double Take Sports Talk page at The Watch Brothers. We're also on YouTube. Like, share, do what you got to do with that. Once again, we don't mind. Also, we are finally back on the podcast app for audio-only purposes for those who enjoy audio-only of our podcast. We're also on the blog, feature critical thinking and analysis, and you can check that out at doubletakesportstalk.blogspot.com. Thanks again.
can't spell nowadays.
You get that right.
Legendary. You know, oh, come on, man. Why y'all got to turn off before I intro?
I hate that. Should have checked it before we went in.
Y'all be pranking out here. That's why I don't, you know what I mean? It's okay. We reset it after this.
Yep.
Slasher game.
Sharpshooter. Yeah. You know they gonna always rely on that. They always gonna rely on the sharpshooter to win the game. Yeah. Okay, so that means I got to really be on my game today.
Need to sometimes call it out, switch out for rotation. Damn, bro. You airballing this shit?
Word.
Got the slasher game.
Yeah. Really? Your guess is as good as mine. Oh my goodness. Oh my. No. 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 Yeah. Yeah. I don't like that.
Don't worry about it. Long slasher game. Boy.
Yeah.
I had your back, D-Dub, just in case.
You got it, man. You know this.
Cause I was like, if that nigga even get up remotely, somebody I'm gonna Goldberg his ass.
Word.
Get out of here, little nigga. Get this work. Come get this work.
Yeah. Oh shoot. That's my fault, y'all. That's because I was on him.
Yeah.
Golly. Calm down, dude. I know you mad. Calm down. Hey, man. Calm down. Right on, man. Get off him. Get off of him. Get off of him. That's what I'm saying. Get off of him so I can get him. That should be a turnover. Hey, calm down. Don't let me say it again. Lay down. I know. All it is the vacuum cleaner. Yeah, somebody out there in the hallway vacuuming. That's what's up. That's what's up. I almost got to put my gloves on. Yeah, starting to get to that point now. Good idea. Yep, good idea. Because you are not getting the perimeter. Not on Mountain Dew weekend anyway.
Oh, I forgot I got relentless finisher and what else did I get? I got relentless finisher and something else. It's the bronze version of something.
Oh, right on. Sorry about that.
Nope.
Dummy moves. Oh, how did he get that? Oh my goodness. Frustrates the crap out of me. Yeah.
I think you stumbled.
Word. Get that board. Oh, that should have went in. Word. Exactly. Mm-hmm. What position is he? I never knew that. I didn't either. Thank you. Get out of the paint. Good shot. Man. Come on now, get back on defense. Get off of him. Get that out of here. Get it out of here. Yes. Yes. Stop it. Word. Word. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Mm-hmm. He can't play defense. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He knew it. He knew the deal. Yep, the Frozens. He missed. He missed. Word. Yeah. Right on, James, man. Right on, man. Right on. Right on, man. He closed out on me so quick I didn't realize it. Right on. What? That was defense. It's all good. It's all good. Ain't that it? Got the paint. Yep, one more torture possession. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's a very good hustle. Very good hustle. It's all good.
I was trying to hit triangle. I was trying to hit square like a motherfucker. Cause I seen him stumble on it, back out, and he still ain't getting it.
No, you good. You got it right there all day. Take it.
Hey, clean it up. Clean it up. Get him up. Clean it up. Get him up.
238 2 points.
I got 251.
Word.
I got 236. Let's go.
Let's do this. See, we ain't never won, so I never knew what that was like.
Damn, I got 315 VC.
I wish I only had 270.